the real problem that we have is not so much whether God is in control. The problem that we have is that life doesn't go the way that we want it to go. And when life doesn't go the way that we want it to go, the question is why? Like all of us have been through different things, but it seems like God allows us to go through things that are hard for us. Like there's some things if I go through it, like there's some hardship if I go through it, it's not a big deal. And there's other hardship if I go through it, it's it's really really difficult for me to deal with. So so for example, if a person, I'm going to use myself for example, if a person doesn't like me and they hate me and they say negative things about me and things like that, I really don't care. Like it doesn't bother me. I don't go to sleep and I don't think about it. Enemies, for me, I don't really care. It doesn't, like, it just doesn't bother me. Whereas other people, when someone doesn't like them or they have an enemy, it really troubles their spirit. Like they want this person to be their friend. They'll buy them stuff. They'll call them on the phone and ask them why they don't like them. Um, they'll take like insults from them. They'll they'll try to like go to places that these people are at because they want to win them over as a friend. And for me, I'll go to those places too, but I'm not trying to win them over as a friend because I don't really care if you like me, especially if I don't know you. Like I really don't care. And and because of that, the enemy doesn't use that to bother me because I don't care. But for me, if I'm a person's friend or if I'm close to somebody or if we get along well and then they turn on me and they don't like me, um, and you were like my brother or my sister, like we were close to me and we were friends, that bothers me. So then because that bothers me, the enemy will use that as a means to attack. But because God is in control, sometimes God allows that same scenario that I don't like to happen, and then that scenario pushes me along the pathway that He wants me to move in. So I'll go back to the other thing for people who are bothered by enemies and bothered by people that don't like them, that they don't know. The devil will use that to frustrate you, but on the other hand, God will also use it to put you in the path of where you should go. Like like some people who don't like enemies, they were at work with them, and then they would never have taken the next job opportunity if this enemy wasn't troubling them. So then they left the job or whatever, or they even had a problem and they go to the next job because of that enemy. Whereas for my personality, the enemy could be standing right in front of me. I'm not gonna leave my paycheck for you. So God has to order my steps differently because having an enemy at my workplace is not gonna shift me to another job. So God will do something else where perhaps maybe um, I have a good friend at work and that person kind of betrays me for a job opportunity. And then when they betray me for a job opportunity, I'm angry. And now the person that has a job offers it to me and I take it. I'm saying this to say that whatever that Satan uses to attack you, God will use it to order your steps. Whatever hardship you go into life with, God will use it for His good. And sometimes for His good is not for my good. Sometimes for His good is for the good of a group of people, for the good of somebody else. It's ultimately for God's good. So when it comes to understanding that God is in control, it's not good enough for me to see what works well for me. Because sometimes something that works well for me doesn't work well for God.